Hi everyone! How y'all doing tonight? I am Big EP. Um, Game plan for tonight. Not sure how much I'll get done of it, but I want to finish shading this page. I don't know if I'm gonna get to colors on this page. I might just clean up the sketch and maybe start the line work. And then I want to finish cleaning up the sketch of this one and try to line it. Not 100%. I still love how the sketch is looking. Look at this deranged motherfucker. This is a man who is like, I've had pent up aggression and I'm ready to unleash it. He's so happy to be punching a guy in the face. To be fair, deserved. Soup is pretty gooey. Sometimes I don't hit the keys hard enough when I'm typing. Yeah. Like, it's like, yeah, technically it is still gooey, but, like, you get it. I meant to say good, because soup is good. I like soup. Soup tasty, soup delectable. But I missed the D. See if I can make my iPad scream in agony again. Did a commission for Aster last night, and my iPad was not happy with me in any capacity. It was like, excuse me, what are you doing? How many layers? I think it only had like a few, maybe 100 layers. I'm not gonna... Can't show that commission on stream though, because it was a NSFW commission. So I ain't showing that on stream, but I can open and look at how many layers I ended up using. About 110 roughly, but that doesn't count duplicated layers, because I do duplicate a lot of layers when I'm working, so probably closer to 120, 130 layers, most likely. So my iPad was not too pleased with me last night when I was working on that, because that's a lot of layers. That's a lot of layers! And they're all like large fill overlay layers and stuff like that, and then there's text layers, effect layers, all the flat colored layers. Yeah, my iPad was not too pleased with me last night working on that, but you know what? We ball. Well, it didn't help too. I had this picture open when I was working on that commission, which probably didn't help with my computer trying to commit seppuku. Spud's making cheddar broccoli soup tonight. She's making the soup. It's soup season. And I don't blame you if you want to bury me in your memory. I'm not the girl I used to be. Oh, that's why it's being weird. It's like, oh, I turned off something. It's like, why aren't you moving correctly? It's because I turned it off. I don't blame you if you want to bury me in your memory. I'm not the girl not to be. You deal with old friends I don't listen to a lot of country, but my manager had this song on a playlist the other day at work, and I was just like, this is such a Ruin Eclipse song. It has to go on a playlist. Down, coming up the hill. Her daddy said he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brain, he got the short end of the stick. But he's young and babies just don't care. Hi, Raz! Anyway, she's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. How you doing? To run away. She's gonna marry that boy someday. To bring about the show. He ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brain, he got the short end of the stick. Don't lose your temper. It was a very long ago. Also, sorry if I'm not like too talky. I'm just locked in, focused. I'm also just tired. I worked today. I woke up like right before my alarm for work this morning and I was so unamused. Like I woke up and I was like still tired and I'm like, oh, I'll just turn my heating pad back on and curl up. And then my alarm started going off and I'm like, you have to be fucking with me. I'm not ready. Like it's so funny. My Thursday shifts are my day shift, my 1 day shift a week, and it is my shortest shift by far. It's like my day shift's my shortest shift. And I swear to God, my day shift always feels 12 times longer than my night shifts, which is really funny because my night shifts are 10 hours, but my day shift is typically between like 4 to 5 hours. But my day shift always feels so much longer than my night shift. I think it's because there's more to do during my night shifts. Because, restaurant, typically it's a little bit busier at night than it is during the day. But it's just like, God, it always feels so long. And that's even with doing side tasks. Like, I have somehow become the person who does the whiteboard drawings and stuff like that because we have a whiteboard with like a bunch of dates and stuff. And it's somehow become my task to draw to like do the whiteboard up. I don't know how this ended up becoming my task, but it has been my task for the past 3 months, which is it's chill. It's just funny because I have to stand on a ladder and there's a door right where I have to stand. So it's like people are constantly opening the door to me. And it's like it's not malicious, it's literally that's just where it is. So it's so funny. And it's like I am a danger. I drew a Furby on the whiteboard today because I couldn't think of what to draw on it because I was tired. Plus, like, there's nothing that happens during January really. Like for Christmas, like there was a whole bunch of birthdays. We had a bunch of different like because we put up the board is like it's mostly like a lot of promotions and stuff like that because I work at a chain restaurant, Obby. So I put up the like promotions and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, this promotion starts this promotion starts there, that one ends there, that one ends there. What are our reoccurring weekly promotions? Like I write those on the board. But like there was not really any for January. So it's like and there's like 3 birthdays. So hi Dan! How you doing? Was doing weird. Thought I'd be cringe, thought I'd be wild and do a little bit of streaming once I got home. I'm alright, tired, not feeling too great, but thus is life. It's funny, I was talking to a coworker the other day. I want to say Tuesday, I was talking to my coworker and I was like joking around. I'm like, isn't it kind of fucked up? I'm so used to being in pain that even though the fact I want to throw up because it hurts so bad, but it's like I'm just laughing and making jokes instead. Because I'm used to it. Like, the fact is, I'll be in enough pain that I'm literally like physically feeling like vomiting, but I'm just like, yeah, this is normal. It's fucked. But at least it's better than wallowing in it. Like, yeah, it sucks ass, but life goes on. Torment my siblings and coworkers with Furby facts. I think I'm right now. It's just it always flares up about this time of the year, so I'm just kind of like, meh. Winter fucking sucks when you have joint issues. Currently, I am sitting on the back of a heating pad, and I have a second heat. I have 2 heating pads, not just 1 heating pad. I have 2 heating pads, so I can have one on my bad joint, and then I can have one on my tummy. Dude. I have this artist. I started listening to her like in the past month or two, and she has such an energy of yearning in her songs. Like, goddamn, Laffy. Fast I loved you from the start. I'm gonna do. There's also just such a smooth jazzy like I think it's supposed to be like bossa nova or something. It's supposed to be the actual genre. I'm so bad with figuring out what genres are. If I don't know the genre right away, it's just like it is something and I listen to it. Anyone have any fun New Year's like ambitions? When I look to you, oh Cupid, sail right through. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, do the vibes pass? Yeah, awesome. Passes the vibe check. That's all that matters when it comes to music. God, it was so bad. I was trying to find a playlist to listen to at work today, and I could not find something that I wanted to actually sit and listen to. Because it's like music to draw to. It's like I can listen to pretty much anything while I'm drawing. I don't need a specific genre to listen to while I'm drawing. But it's like if I don't have the right music that I'm listening to when I'm at my actual work job, like it doesn't fly. Like if I can't, I have to have the right music or I can't focus on my tasks. And it's so obnoxious. I think I went through like 3 or 4 playlists today trying to find just something that I wanted to listen to. I think I ended up listening to one of my fan fiction playlists. Yeah, right. I have a bunch of playlists on my Spotify. Like, me. I think I have at least like 30 plus playlists. And some of my playlists are several, like, I have a couple playlists that are over 24 hours long. Well, let's see. So let's see. Oh, I have way more playlists than I thought I did. Oh Jesus! I just did the math. So what I did is I just counted how many rows I have of playlists on Spotify and multiplied it by 3 because there's 3 playlists per row. I have 95 playlists on my Spotify. I have so many playlists. And these are all self-curated playlists for like the most part. Mine is like I have a couple of like my top songs like from the past 2 years, but most all of these are curated playlists that I put together myself. A lot of them are fanfic based too. Like I have my Rue Clips playlist, which is just songs for my 2 idiots. I have Dead Baron, which is my Five Nights at Freddy's fanfiction. Fuller, which is my Soul Eater fanfiction. Chimera in the Basement, that's a Hat in Time. Sun in the Sea is my rewrite. Nightmare's Dream is an original one. Thought Forms is original. Character playlist. Eclipse is here. Um, Bone Stealer, that's an original one. Nightmare's Dream, I have 2. I have like 3 for that one. Um, Furred Herring, that's an original project. Let Us See Wisteria, that's another one. My Demon King, that's another one. Sea of Stars is another original one. Moon Guardian, which is the comic I'm working on actually. Playlist, did you just keep going? Um, Fey Rules, Abyssal MIA, Paint It Red. The animatic in my head is amazing is another fun playlist because that's like songs that I want to do videos to at some point. Someday. I can play the playlist for the animatic in my head is amazing. You can see some of the stuff that I want to work on. The playlist currently playing is my Blue and Yearning is the name of this playlist. All right. Some of my recent playlists, they don't even have proper names. They're just emojis. Actually, I think I can show. Hold on. I think I can just um, window capture. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. All right, you guys get I'm gonna show you into the madness. You can see into my stupid little. I'll just do this. You can't even read that shit. But I could show you some of my stupid ass playlist. All right, let me put it here, and then I will. Let me. All right, let's look at some of my stupid ass playlists. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all can look at my Spotify. I don't give a shit. See what kind of music I listen to. But yeah, so we have this one, which is sparkle heart emoji, a shrimp emoji, and a popcorn emoji. This is the one I've been listening to a lot lately. So it's got like headlock, Harvey hair. It's got a Mogan heap, and then it's just got a bunch of stuff on here. It's like a very randomish playlist of just vibes. There's this one which is a shrimp emoji, fish emoji, whale emoji. It's another just vibes playlist. Yeah. This one, so fish emoji, heart fish emoji. This is actually, despite the fact it's got an emoji name, this is a character specific playlist. Oh, I just realized that my Spotify is like covering up my chat. Like, hold on, there we go. Hi, I know what I'm doing. This one is actually character specific playlist. This one is, yeah, it's the Merman Shrimp Man. This is Aurelius's salmon mode playlist, aka he went through a time he got to have puberty .2. This one is a wolf emoji, a fern emoji, and a four-leaf clover emoji, and it's mostly like Celtic and like Irish songs. Salmon mode. Yeah. So essentially, because he's a Leviathan, I made the joke that he has like a salmon mating season. So he like gets the funnier way is it's his horny season, and it's when he starts like, because his stupid Leviathan brain is like, I have to show off the best qualities for my mate. He gets like super aggressive and changes, like a salmon. Actually, while Spotify is covering up my screen, I can open his design changes for it too. Let me see. I do have a drawing of his salmon. It is his horny season. He want that girlfriend. It's funnier too because he doesn't actually realize he's in love when it first starts. He realizes partway through. Here, but his design changes slightly for salmon mode, so you can see like his gills turn red. He gets gills on his neck. His claws get sharper. He gets some extra fins. He gets some extra like points. His teeth get really big. He gets beefier. He gets stronger. He's got these spikes on his tail. His fin gets all messed up because like, nope. You guys can't look at my files. Where is his other picture? Because if I go and open his normal mode. No, looking in my files. Those are for Babbitts only. Anyway, so if I show his so this is salmon mode. And you can see he's all messed up, like a salmon.
Oh, bread. Bread.
The problem is I'm a vocal stewer, so I just say a lot of random shit and I repeat it. So this is how he normally looks. Like this is his typical design. So if you compare it to like the salmon mode, you can see how he's definitely had some changes to his like vibe for this salmon. He's got to show off how much of a good mate he is. I gotta do some edits to it still. And then this is also, he got bigger between salmon modes, so like this, he does get edgier. That's the joke, like a salmon. So this was like his original size was this really big one, and then he got turned human again, so he was shrunk down to this side when he would turn back into a merman. But then salmon mode hit, so he got big again, but this time he's also beefy. Like, he goes from such a scrawny little man. Have you not seen what happens to a salmon during mating season? Oh, I have to educate. Sockeye salmon! I like bread. Alright, so we'll stop looking at my Spotify for a second. Alright, salmon time! I'm gonna educate you fuckers! So, yes, a salmon will die after mating. However, they also go through fucking, like, look at this fucker. So, salmon will go through changes when it's mating time. So, a male salmon will drastically change in appearance when it's time to swim home. So, salmon start off as a freshwater fish. Um, so they start off as a freshwater fish. They are born in rivers and streams, and then they migrate to the ocean and they become an ocean-dwelling fish for most of their adult life. However, once they are sexually mature and it's time to make their own babies, they will go back to their original spawning grounds. And during that during the like travel to their spawning grounds, they will change in their looks. Like, they will get fucked up, they'll start rotting alive, and they'll fight for mates. Like, look at these fuckers! I think it's so fucking funny! Like, look how messed up this fish gets. Like, this is the ocean stage. This is a spawning male. Like, they get so messed up, and even, like, the females will change slightly, but not nearly as much as the males do. Like, look at these little shitheads! Yeah! They actively start dying on the way back to the spawning grounds. Well, you have to think, there's a big difference between freshwater and saltwater. They've already made the change from a freshwater fish to an ocean fish. Yeah! They're spawning! It's so, like, salmon mode, it makes so much sense because you're collecting the eggs. So they're spawning salmon, which means they're aggressive and asshole-ish. I love it. Fish are so fucked up. I love them so much. I love it. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, so it's like they'll start off and then they'll get like so messed up. Um this is a dangerous game to type in salmon transformation. I know what's on the internet. But yeah, like, you can look at how these fish will change between like being an adult and not. Like, they get so weird. It's so funny. Um like, salmon are just, they're just weird. I fucking love it. So welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything you dream of, think of can be found. Look, I draw NSFW content, and I know what people like, so it's like typing in the word transformation is a very risky game on Google. But anyway, the joke is, it's like, just, oh, my battery's dying. Where is my charging cord? Come here. Beside me. But yeah, so salmon get really, really fucked up when it comes to mating season. Just, there's such funky little duders. Like, just, it's fish. And I think it's fascinatingly weird. Like, just look at them. Little bastards. Like, they change so much too, and then they die. Aurelius will not die between his change as a salmon, like his salmon mode. He doesn't die. He just, it's funny to let him like, just to have that. Whoops, no, get off of that. No, stop! Just going back to Spotify. Motherfucker showing off everything, and I don't want that. Fuck, I didn't mean to open my Discord. Discord, get out of here. Close that window. I don't need to accidentally open you. What? It's cause I just don't need to be sharing Discord. And no one needs to see my fucking blue sky either. More so because I follow my friend's not safe for work account on Blue Sky. Thankfully, nothing of his was up. It was just like a werewolf art in someone's text post, but so for Rue, I thought it would be really funny to give him that salmon mode because it fits him as a guy. So essentially, he ends up like just having this big moment where he starts getting possessive and aggressive, but like he feels bad too about it because like the man's like he's like 30 years old mentally and everything like that. He's actually over 500 years old, but he was eating more. He was just like got more like touchy-feely with the girl he likes and everything. We're going to go to the censor Furby for a second. You guys stare at this Furby for a moment. See, I think I have other drawings for salmon mode I have to find. But basically, he started working out a lot more, and he just... Right, I really want this one. I really want this one, but I have to wait. There it is. But yeah, he basically, like, this is one of the instances from his salmon mode and his human form, is I hope she thinks I'm hot, and she very much does, like, but like, he basically starts showing off and he's trying to get the attention of Eclipse, because, like, salmon mode. He wants her to think that he is the mate potential, because the thing is, Leviathans, like him, they're typically a one and done mating species. They'll find a mate and that is the mate. They will keep coming back to each other every mating season. And the type of werewolf that Eclipse is are also single mating species. Yep. Well, that's because he put on a lot of girth. This shirt used to fit him, and then he bulked up muscle-wise because he went from because like look how scrawny he was. Like the man was really scrawny, and then, well, he boy got thick. He got thick for his wife. Thick thighs save lives, and his biceps want to rip out of things. It's because he's petty too. Because this is the same couple. Censor Furby. Come on, save so I can open up something. This is the same couple where the girl is constantly picking up him. Like, Eclipse is, like, always picking him up. Bridal style, and he got petty because she told him once, you're never going to be able to pick them. I don't think I've drawn that one. I've done the, cover them up slut meme for them. I can go the distance. Send it to me. I've also done the she wants to order meme with them. I wish my files would load so I can actually see what I'm trying to find. Like, I'm trying to find a specific drawing of Rue and Eclipse. But my files aren't loading, and I name my things in the worst way possible. That's a funny one. I'm gonna open that one so I can share with the class. But basically, he got petty because Eclipse told him she can't be picked up bridal style because she herself is very muscular and everything, and he took that as a fucking challenge. Because that's his wife, and he wants to prove her wrong. And he does. And he's very excited about the fact that he gets to prove her wrong. I have way too many drawings on my iPad. I need to clean this thing out. Awesome. Alright, some of these are older sketches, so... Sorry, you got me rambling about my blorbos. I love rambling about my blorbos. Anyway, this isn't an older one, but this is the same couple, so... There he is, being held by wife. Here's another sketch where she's picking him up. Because she does that all the time. She's constantly carrying him. So one of my favorite dynamics between the two of them is the fact that she'll just pick him up. She is! She's a werewolf! She's a big boof. So, here's another one of her just carrying him. I can't remember if it's on this one or not. There's a sketch somewhere, too, of, him picking her up, but it's always funnier to just... Because he's a 6'10" man, so it's really funny to draw him... Yeah. Oh yeah, I did the good boy meme. Where she got pissed at him. But here's the two of them again being cuddly little fuckers. I love them. When you love your wife, but your wife's in another dimension, that is also them. Several plot lines involve that exact plot line. Oh, here's a fun one of them, where she just picks them up. I really should finish this, because I like doing these chunky leg chibis. But picking your hubby up. Sometimes you just gotta pick your hubs up like a sack of flour. This is the same couple, so yeah, actually, that's appropriate. Yeah, watching that clip, this is the same couple. This is just an alternate version of them. It's so I feel so deranged anytime I have to talk about them and trying to describe them. Because I'll have someone ask me, it's like, oh, are these your original characters in your comic and everything? And it's like, yes, but no. Or like trying to describe like what do you write, and I'm like, how do I describe this succinctly without having to give the backstory? Like, there's no real good way to go about it. Like, they started as fan characters. However, I have warped them so far. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, okay, so Eclipse is fully my OC. She's my fan character from the get-go. She's always been an OC. But I have warped Aurelius so hard. Like, for the record, in the canon, Snatcher doesn't have, like, a human name. It's just Snatcher. He's a ghost, whatever. But I have warped him as a character so much he's been turned into an OC. Like, you would not look at this man and think this is the same guy from the platformy funny hat game that I like to play. Because I have warped him to this, like, I have just adopted him and turned him into my own little shithead. I have created such a deep interconnected lore. I have a whiteboard and a cork board behind my head, behind my bed, where I have to plot things out with them because there's so much going on. Like, they are my OCs, but it's like I feel disingenuous if I say they're just my OCs. Like yes, they are kind of OCs at this point, but at the same time I feel disingenuous when I say that, like, because they started off as a fanon thing. But then again, I have another fanon OC. You would never, I don't think anyone could tell what Kai started as. Like, I'm gonna pull up Kai's ref, and I want you to guess her fandom if you don't know her fandom. Like, I'm opening Kai's ref, and if you look at Kai, I don't think you'll figure out what her original fandom is, because she was originally a fandom OC as well that I made back in middle school. So I've had Kai for a very long time. She is one of my oldest OCs. She is not my oldest OC, but she is one of my oldest OCs. She's my most used old OC. I have another OC who's older named Rose, who started her life as a Marvel fan character. But if you looked at Kaya, I don't think you could figure out what her original fandom even was by looking at her. Like, I want to hear some guesses. If you don't know her original fandom, can you guess what fandom she originated from? Like, there is only one piece of her design that she has kept that is the same as her original fandom. Other than that, I've pretty much changed her design completely over the years that I've had her. But I love my dumb demon child. But it's like, I do like Persona, but she is not originally a Persona. Nope, she is not originally a Hellsing OC. I don't think you're going to be prepared for what her original fandom was. She is originally my Inuyasha fan character. She was originally an Inuyasha fan character. And her original design. So Kai's original design was quite literally, you took Inuyasha and you gave him eyelashes. That was what her original design used to be. Years ago, Kaya's design was just Inuyasha, but he had eyelashes. But you wouldn't guess that by looking at her now. Like, you can look at her demon form and you would never guess that she started her life as a fucking Inuyasha ripoff. She started her life as a fan character as Inuyasha's twin sister who knew what no one knew about and was secretly a priestess and had a cat demon boyfriend and everything. But that's why Ren is a cat boy. It's because it's based off of Inuyasha. Yeah, I went the full secret sibling route. I still actually... as funny as this, I still have an Inuyasha fan story, like a fanfic and everything. I just don't write it. But it actually still has the secret sibling plotline, but instead it's an older sibling. And instead of it being Inuyasha's twin sister, I have an OC named Yukina, and she's actually Inuyasha and Shishomaru's niece from their estranged sister, and she's a blind priestess who's a half demon. And her father was a monk. God, I haven't drawn Yukina in a bit, so. Hi, Bringer. But Yukina's a cutie because, like, she's not. The fan story I have for Yukina doesn't take place during the main plot line of Inuyasha. She actually is with one of. I made a secondary fan character who is the same age as Kagome's sister, Kagome's little brother Sota. So Yukina is in a pairing with another fan OC of mine, and it's a modern day boy that she's in love with, and she's blind. She's a blind priestess. Oh, you gotta go find the. Bringer's gonna go get the boy. But I love my stupid fan babies and everything. But yeah, it's so hard to try to describe to people my fan works and everything like that. But anyway, this is Yukina. Her mom's name was Kaguya, and I hope he is. I'm sending you sending you good vibes. Also, do you like this rainbow brush I downloaded? It's so fun. You can smell Spud's soup. Spud's making broccoli cheddar soup. Anything that you desire, anything at all. But yeah, so it's like every time I go to describe, like, yes, they're OCs, but not. It's just like I feel like disingenuous if I say it because it's like I know I've changed them a lot. Like you wouldn't really look at Rue, and then you wouldn't look at like you wouldn't look at Rue, and then you'd be like, oh, that's very clearly just Snatcher. Like I've been trying to change his ghost form too, which is why he has a more snaky form instead of his like the snickerdoodle pool noodle form. Like that's one of the reasons why I've changed his snake form a lot. Like his ghost form has like a much more snaky appearance now versus but it's like I'm still afraid like if you know you'll know, but it's like 50 Shades of Grey started off as a 50 Shades of Grey started off as a fucking Twilight fan fiction, so what do I know? See, I started giving Rue's snake form this little scruffy bit because Rue has facial hair in a lot of things that I draw him in now. Um So it's like I've changed it a lot, so I'm like hoping that that's where the shrimp originally comes from. The reason like the shorb exists as like the shorb. Like you would never like I think I've done a pretty good job of changing Shorb's design. So like you have Shorb, like you're not gonna look at Shorb and think of Snatcher per se unless you like if you know that Shorb is based off of Snatcher, then maybe you can tell that Shorb and Snatcher are the same character, like at the base core, but I feel like I've done a decent enough job changing Shorb at least. My original drawings to try to figure out what I was doing with Shorb look so funny. Like I have one on the cork board right now. The first ever attempt I had to change how Shorb like to change the Snatcher cryptid. It was basically just this. Like that was what it was at something. Yeah, like the colors are probably but I mean, even if you look at This is gonna if you look at my model, you can't look at my model and tell me it's based off a Snatcher anymore. Yeah. Like my model, like Shrimp herself is based off of Aurelius, and Aurelius is based off of Snatcher. But it's like I feel like I've done well enough, like you can't even tell my VTuber is originally based off of Snatcher at this point, minus the fact that I use a purple yellow color scheme. I think I've done pretty good on myself for that one. I love Shrimp's design with my fucking tentacle hair and everything. But yeah, so it's like, yeah, they're OCs, but like OC adjacent. Join Aster and I in just being Snatcher colored. Three amigos, but it's just three purple idiots in a trench coat. Well, thank you. I'm very glad. I think the problem for me too is I'm so close to the base situation, and I've been drawing them as I have for such a while that it's hard for me to be like, is it distinctive enough? But then again, I have friends in the same fandom who have straight up forgotten their fan characters at some point. Aster once forgot that Rue is based off a Snatcher, which I think was probably one of the funniest moments. So it's like, I know that they're distinct, but it's hard to fight that nagging suspicion that someone's gonna be, you stole this character, XYZ. But it's like I also feel like my merfolk designs and stuff like that for them are so different that like that was why I originally started writing them as original instead, is because like I changed so much at this point, like it's not even really that close. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm so anxious and anal and stuff like that that it's hard for me to step back and be able to subjectively be able to tell. Like the way you kiss me, I can tell you miss me. I can tell you this. Oh, that is a beautiful one. That is a beautiful screenshot. This is a beautiful meme reference. I will have to draw that. Do I draw her getting her face squished by his bicep, or do I draw him getting his face squished by her bicep? Like, that's the real question, Dan. Do we let the beef girl have rights, or do we make him be squishing his girly? We got options. True, true, I can do multiple versions. So smart, so big brain. Where you holding all those brains at, Dan? Can you share? I'm drastically low on my brain cell. I got a button from Hot Topic the other day that says one brain cell hard at work. It's so funny because I always joke to myself that I'm an idiot, and I call myself stupid quite regularly. And I do genuinely believe I'm stupid, but it's like at the same time, I know I'm also fucking unhinged and feral, and I have to have at least two brain cells working for some of the complicated, ludicrous world building that I do. Like the way I have interconnected things. Your brain cell! Delicious brain cell. My cat needs a brain cell. Fucker threw up in his food dish the other day because he ate too fast. I'm like, Joseph! I cannot wait for my paycheck to deposit because I need to make a terrible Furby based decision. So, like, you know how I keep flipping to, like, my, this? I want to purchase this Furby specifically, but I have to wait for tomorrow. Yeah, like, I'm fucked up. Like I said, I joke that I'm stupid, but I'm really, really not. But I also am. I'm like I'm Schrodinger's idiot. I am Schrodinger's idiot. I am simultaneously like the dumbest fuck you will ever meet, but also I occasionally have some pretty big brained ideas.
I am a silly Willy. I'm just a silly Will Leviathan. I'm just a silly Willy deep sea space creature.
I can only have one brain cell. Have you seen how big my eye is? There's not space in there for more brain cell. It's taken by eye. Thank you, thank you. I am here all night. Except not really, but. Oops, that is not the brush I wanted. In my mind. What should we do? You can do. I also finally realized what it is about these pages that I've been struggling so hard about. It's because the sketches are so old, I basically have to redraw the entire pages, but I'm still trying to keep to like the original vibe of the original pages. So it's like I'm in this weird redrawing state with all of them, and I think that's what's been frustrating me about them. You don't think you're hungry, and then you can smell food cooking, and then you're like, oh, I guess I am hungry. I'm also really happy because I actually thought of a really good way to fix up some plot holes I've been kind of like working on with this story specifically, where I'm like, because I changed some aspects of this story a while ago, but it's like I didn't fix the gaps that it left in the narrative. So I've been like thinking and mulling it over, and I finally like had a really good idea for how to go about fixing certain things. And it's gonna be so fucking good when we get there in the story. Cause it's gonna change everything. And I love nothing more than to mess with my readers. Oh, looks like ad is about to play. And I got no snoozes. No snoozies for my ads. Sometimes I snooze my ads, but. Oh, that's why it's not doing what I wanted. Used to the magic of your talk, but I know it's too good to be true. I did almost buy another loaf of bread to just eat without butter today, but didn't look good today, so I opted not to. Ooh, spicy bone chicken. Ooh, that means there might be chicken inside of the soup. Used to the magic of when not bad and know it's too good to be true. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. And up my floorboards, they're fucking dumb. Baby, I think I told you so. Who's this time? Holy, oh moly, and break him. I love how this page is looking. I love how the colors have turned out on this page. Like, so mine. Okay. Decide if this is right. Come on, it's yes or no. Oops, I almost did the mistake that I have done on other pages. And we're not doing that again. I have forgotten her laces on no less than I think 3 or 4 pages. Because I won't always put her laces on when I'm doing the line work because it's easier to color her boots if her laces aren't in the way, you know? But that leads to complications because, well, I'll forget to go put them actually back on. Like without fail, I have forgotten to actually go draw her laces. And it's like the funniest part is there is at least one page of this comic where I didn't put her laces on, but it's not because I didn't draw her laces. Her laces were on a separate layer I forgot to put on, but by the time I noticed the page had already been up for like a week and I could not be asked to fix it. Like it gets to a point where I'm like, no, nah, I'm not no one's gonna care enough. It's just gonna bug me. It's a fan comic I do for fun. Ain't no one gonna care. The only one who's really gonna care is me, so if I didn't even fucking draw her laces on one of her boots. I drew her laces on one boot, and I didn't draw her laces on her other boot. And of course, I couldn't just give her like a normal lace up pattern of her boots. No, I had to be funny and I had to give her like a slightly more complicated decorative type of lace up for her boots. Because I had to make it fancy, I guess. Um, because who needs simplicity? Um, apparently not me. Except also me, because I don't ever do anything too complicated. You learn when to be precious, you learn when not to be precious when it comes to drawing way too many comic pages. Thankfully, one detail I rarely forget, though, is the moonshine in her hair. Because that's just part of her character design. I do have to put it in on this drawing still, but she tastes like apple juice and peach. Oh, you would find her in a Polaroid picture. Alright, I think that page is done now. Alright, there you go. Got a page done. Woo! Yee! He's a good song. Alright, censor Furby up so I can post this. Crash like touch me go, I can tell you I've been thinking about you. Touch like touch, 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 touch. So the funny thing about this song and how I came to know it is I had a coworker who at my old job who was obsessed with this song. So every time, oh, come on. iPad, I would love if you would let me send things. So basically what happened was I had this coworker and he was obsessed with this song. And every time I would come in, so only a few of us had the ability to change the music on the speaker system, and I was one of the people who had the ability to change the music on the speaker system. And so anytime if I was getting off shift and he was coming on shift or vice versa, like or like if just like he'd just be like yeah, it's because I had to go into my files and I did a not safe for work commission the other night, so it's at the top of my files, and I don't want to accidentally flash y'all with the terrible thing I drew. I drew a really gross TF piece for Aster last night. Very proud of myself that I managed to pull off a full colored, full rendered image in one sitting. I don't think I shared it on Discord either. I'll put it in weird art on fan time. Nation. Get purple! Sorry, I'm looking at the things Bringer just sent me on Discord. Crash, 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 crash. Yeah, I've been using the Furby as like a way to censor when I need to get into my files because it's very easy. So what it is essentially is like I have Furby open on my laptop. So basically anytime I need to do something on my iPad that isn't just my drawing program, I switch which view is open. But Halloween is good! Bite them. You're a dragon witch thing. You can be fucking Halloweeny and purple. But essentially the Furby thing is I have it open on my laptop and I'll just swap to showing my laptop screen instead of my iPad screen so I can go through my files and stuff. Oh, I see Koo is streaming. So potentially when I finish up, if he's still streaming, we will raid him. Move me, one with me. What the fuck? That's rude. Have they seen Genshin Impact designs? Like, what's wrong with the mutton chop? I like her mutton chops. People are weird sometimes. Clearly, they lack taste. Meanwhile, the one. Oh, I left you hanging with the coworker thing. Sorry. The way I found that song is I had a coworker absolutely like obsessed with the song. And so anytime I would come into work, he would ask me to put it on. So I ended up liking the song after a while because it was every single shift. Every shift I would be putting this song on, and it was just like, you know what, the song's kind of a bop. Now you gotta tell me, how you found the song, Dan. Tell me your story. Tell me your secrets. Lonely tower, waiting by an open door. I did get brain rotted by repetition. It's so true. Life begin. Waiting here. Yes, I very much do know Miraculous Ladybug. You know what? I couldn't see that song very much with that fandom, though. It really does, though. I don't even remember what playlist I'm playing right now. What are we listening to, anyway? Oh, we're still listening to Blue and Yearning. I think I was gonna switch playlist. Right, I was gonna play the animatic in my head is amazing, and then I got distracted. Man, I was gonna play this way back when I started streaming, and I completely blanked. Anyway, I'm switching playlists. This is the animatic in my head is amazing playlist. It is 6 hours long. We're not gonna listen to all of it, but also, if you look at the bottom of my screen, you'll see it actually has a Spotify overlay for you guys to see what I'm listening to. Oh, so what I did is it's just a window tab. So look, I can move it. It's I basically did display it's in my it's you know how like you can so I'm using OBS, and one of your settings is you can window capture. I basically just have it window capturing over the name of the song and stuff that I'm playing, because Spotify has a little pop out music player thing, so I'm just capturing the pop out music player. So it's just a window capture, and then I changed the I think I have it set as screen or something like that, like, so it's not an actual like fancy little widget or anything like that. I'm just capturing the window and I put it there. Well, it's like, because I was trying to figure out a way to do it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be complicated. I'm smooth brained. So that's what I ended up doing. This sketch is kind of clean enough. I could probably just get away with just trying to line it. Oh, it's windy. You look like a clown.
Uh-oh. It's Bilbo time.
Lol. Scutter, scutter, scutter. I think Joey's sleeping. He's an old man. Shut up and dance with me. #1 song that I annoyed my college roommates with. Physical kryptonite, helpless to the face and the fading lights. Oh, we're bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. She took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. A backless dress and some beat up sneaks. My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. Held in my vest and she looked at me. I knew we're bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back. Just blink your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. I definitely have to do my word bubbles differently in the next chapter. I'm not gonna change them in this chapter just because like they're already all done. But I definitely think in chapter 4 I'm gonna change how I do them. Cause I think the pages for chapter 4 I've only started I did all the text, but I didn't do the bubbles yet. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, Shut up and dance, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. It's funny, but baby, I think you owed you so. You want me, you're zombie, but baby, that we have to know. If you want the bunny, you be my bride. Don't need you here, just baby. Waiting all day, I wanna hear you. Damn it, making me crazy. It's yes or no, but no maybes. I just really like Walk the Moon songs. Maybe for your touch. Me, the sketch is definitely cleaned up enough that I don't need to do more on it. Me goes ahead and resketches stuff on it anyway. It's fine, because after this page, we get to run into Snatcher. Because the page after this one has Snatcher. I told you guys that I completely forgot a fucking page, like 2 pages in this chapter. I'm also debating if I want to break chapter 4 up into 2 parts, so it's actually chapter 4 and then chapter 5. And I can show you guys what I mean by that in a second, of why. Get your opinion on it, like. Geronimo. Alright, you guys get to look at the Furby again. You can look at the Furby while I open pages. Alright, page. Alright, let's hope these open in order. I want him, but I gotta wait till tomorrow, and I'm like fingers crossed. Alright. So, I can show you why I'm debating breaking chapter 4 into 2 parts. So, this is the first part of chapter 4. So you have page 69. Nice. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like you could see like that was very succinctly, that's one section, but then it completely changes scenes to a different time period in which Snatcher was doing contracts, and then Eclipse comes running on all fours chasing after a rabbit. And then she breaks the rabbit's neck with her teeth, and Snatcher is just left there looking at her as she licks blood off of herself. And she tries to hide it from him, being all sheepish because, you know, Pupper got caught with something in her mouth. Look at the puppy dog eyes. Look at her. She's doing her best puppy dog eyes. Come on, Snatch. You can't tell her no. But that's why I'm debating, like, if I want to break it up between the two. Because, like, you have this separate storyline to this one. But it's like, can I really count? It is exactly a what do you have in your mouth moment. Like, I love this section of panels, too, of him processing what she was doing. like, look at him. Like, just... Like, Sir does not realize that's his wife. Yeah, because he's just like, the hell are you doing? And she's just like, getting dinner? It's just a rabbit. I promise I don't do this often. Normally it's squirrels or acorns or mushrooms or salad. Salad, dare I ask? Some leaves are edible, you know. Eclipse! This is when he learned that she has not been eating properly for the entire, like, month she's lived in Subcon. Actually, is it a month or is it 3 months at this point in time? One point or the other. It's either a month or 3 months. Either way, it's not looking good on her half. But basically, she's just been eating whatever she can catch and forest litter. And he is absolutely flabbergasted by the fact that that's how she's been surviving. But it goes to show how, like, strong her stomach is. But you can see why I'm, like, debating if I want to break it into a separate chapter. But it's like, at the same time, can I really call less than 10 pages a chapter? Because, like, the first, like, 69, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 pages for the first half. And I haven't finished sketching out the second half. So that's why it's like, I know that there's going to be more because I have that. It's a full written snippet. There's also a Roger Rabbit reference in that chapter. So it's like I'm debating if I should split this into just like, should I just have a slightly shorter chapter? Like, should I just split it into 2 slightly shorter chapters and then like go back to doing the more 20-page chapters? Like, I mean, the fact that the full comic itself is also almost 82 pages with what I have sketched and then some. Because there's another. I do have. I think. Where's my notes? Where are my notes? I have a list that has my Moon Guardian scripts listed out. See if I can find it. Oh, right. It's called List. Where the fuck is it? Why can't I find my notes? Timeline. There it is. Found it! Okay, yeah, so, because I have this one. So we have this chapter here where it's like, it is them, and then it's salad, which is these pages, and it goes on a little bit more. And then there's Soul Snack, which is where Snatcher learns Eclipse is okay with killing. Then there's them adopting a cat. And then there's Eclipse leaving the woods for the first time. So it's like, I do have like it figured out, but it's like, I'm just like, do I break it up? I don't know. It's like I'm just stuck in decision mode of like trying to decide if I want to break up the chapter or not. But I gotta finish the current chapter before I really decide on that anyway. Eyes blue like the Atlantic and I'm going down the Titanic. Like the Titanic, eyes blue like the Atlantic and I'm going down like the Titanic, eyes blue like the Atlantic. Sorry, as I swapped from working on the comic to working on this cover instead because I wanted to change the pace. Going down like the Titanic. Found this brush that basically makes like the little like non-detailed crowd in the background to help me with figuring it out, because it's like I drew a bunch of heads and stuff like that, but it's like it wasn't looking right for what I wanted, but I found this little brush and it works really nicely. Plus, you're not going to see any of this anyway with how the shading is going to go anyway. The boys are fighting! Meanwhile, Aurelius just, I'm gonna beat his teeth in. It's what he deserves! Get his ass! I would trust Reader. If Reader says it looks good, Reader knows dragons. Conversation. I just love how fucked up Rue's face looks. Like, the man is, like, ready to punch. Before nice to me, yeah, I don't really want. Remember, I'm pretty sure you have my number. Just 'cause you can't leave, yeah. Where's my pencil? There it is. Man, it's too bad Rue doesn't have brass knuckles. I feel like he'd really appreciate them. till you make it. Only 6 seconds and I had to fake it. Why have your toxic? Oh, Spot didn't have to bring me food. I would have come and got my food.
It's okay. Special delivery.
Soup!
Shoo.
Soup!
He's
Your
rolling.
brains!
I
You
didn't make those, but
He's still good. We got cup, we got soup. I have just been given a soup delivery stream. Soup,
swoop.
soup, 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 soup. Bringer says hi. Soup, 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 soup. Did you put chicken in it? Nice. I assume because you said you deboned the chickens.
Oh, we got the chicken.
Yeah.
I didn't put all of it. There's still chicken.
Cool. Soup, 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 soup. I haven't gifted the soup. Soup,
Soup.
soup,
Soup.
soup.
Happy or wonder. Your sister. Oh, you know, just yell soup.
Soup! It's soup season!
It's soup season.
Soup, 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 soup!
Wash your cups.
Oh, cool, thank you.
I need to think now. I just
Let it soak.
exactly it. I let your Ursula bowl soak.
Okay.
No, I can't wash it.
Yee. Get there when you get there. Thank you. You got yourself some?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
Gotcha.
I don't have enough hands to carry all.
Well, you could have yelled at me to come get my shit. I don't mind. Stream doesn't mind if I go get soup.
Fine, I could just bring you soup.
Soup! Typically, that's what takes longest with a soup anyway, is the potatoes. Very thick.
Yeah, I think it was extra milk too. It's extra milk and broth. It's because I put
Like, is that thick boy soup? Like,
well, I put potatoes on top of a roux already,
yeah.
and then you add cheese to it.
Wait, sorry. I have to draw something really stupid. Because you said you put potatoes on top of a roux. You know what I have to draw now. I love, though, I finally finished the sketch for Keith getting his ass beat up by Aurelius.
Get 'em. Get 'em. Yeah, I was doing dishes for
If you wanted help, you could have yelled at Babbitt.
it was fine. Gave me something to do while soup was cooking.
Mm.
It wasn't that bad.
That's the most cross-eyed Aurelius I've drawn. But, I finished one of my comic pages. I really love how the colors turned out. We love a good soup.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it in the car on our way home. I was like, we have 2 chickens.
Sorry, Mr. Top 10 list just clipped me with the little fucking soup barrage that we went off on when you came in.
Sorry, it was a soup delivery.
I had handcrafted soup being delivered upon me.
Yeah, and I just figured, oh, why not do some protein?
Yeah. You're gonna laugh at how I just drew your potato.
But yeah, no, there is still non-soup chicken. It's in a bag on the door.
Okay.
Because I figured, like I could have, but I was like, no, they probably want chicken.
Anyway, soup on a spud on top of a roof.
Soup!
Don't worry, you're doing a full split. Soup supreme. Hold on, I gotta put your plumb bob above you.
Oh, the spud just comes with a plumb bob.
Only when appropriate. Soup, 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 soup.
Entering my ultimate form.
Soup. Spud is just a soup. To be fair, though, potato-based soups are like...
They're delicious. Cream-based, potato-based soups are delicious. Look, potatoes add to it. It's just like bacon.
So true, bestie.
Like, maple bacon and potatoes can elevate any soup you want. As long as the flavor profiles are there. I don't think maple bacon would taste good in cheddar broccoli soup. Well, I also just know sometimes just cheddar broccoli on its own just isn't like
Enough.
I want more in it.
Yeah.
Which is why I added the potatoes. And then I remembered, oh, we have chicken.
Yeah. See, as soon as you had said you deboned it, I assumed you had added it to the... Because I remember you mentioned you wanted to do chicken in it originally, but then we used the chicken for something else.
Yeah.
What was different?
Well, the last recipe I used was not as thick.
But you put potatoes in it last time, too?
No, just chicken, but like...
Do you think maybe it is just... Because golds have a lot of starch.
Well, I think it was just the way he wants you to thicken it first, and I'm just like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because it's a flour-based one, instead of some chowders where you put cornstarch in the end.
Yeah.
Which I think would make more sense, because like, thickening it first does not allow your veggies to really boil quick.
But do they want you to have pre-cooked veggies, maybe?
They want them
Raw dog and veggies. I got to educate people on salmon today. I got so excited talking about how salmon get fucking weird, they mutate, they get horny, and they die.
And then they die.
Because I was talking about Roo's salmon mode. Because that's his wife. Any horny fish.
Yeah, I think last time I made it, I cooked the veggies and used like the broth.
Yeah.
It's still delicious.
It's a soup.
I know. Spud-based soup. I barely go wrong.
Very tasty.
Yeah.
12 out of 10. Spud has nailed it out of the park again, chat.
Yeah. Soup Spud delivers.
Today's sippy is now soup. I need to put the today's sippy back on. I only hadn't put it back on because I put the music down there, but I gotta put the sippy back. Currently, I'm actually drinking Mountain Dew, but I might change my drink because Mountain Dew does not go well with most things.
But yeah, no, your cups are water.
Ooh.
Well, it was also, I had to wash my water bottle.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, you threw out the older one?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. It served you well.
It did. I used it a lot. But, like, yeah, it just got too boring. I was like, no, I don't trust it anymore. And I couldn't get the nipple out. Like, I don't want to use it anymore, so.
Yeah.
Why let it sit around?
Makes sense. I mean, I only use one of my old Pokemon water bottles for vinegar.
Yeah.
Which sounds really weird out of context that I use a water bottle for vinegar. but it's to clean a fish tank.
Besides, I use my every
At least your Ebby one, like, if you need to, you can just... Yeah. Plus, you can just replace the straw if needed.
Yeah. Plus, I could also just take it out and just use the sip.
Yeah. It has more options. It's very tasty. It's funny enough, actually, earlier on stream, I went... You never realize how hungry you are until you start smelling food.
Oh, could you smell it?
I could. Yeah, no, I could smell it like half an hour ago.
I hate this. It happens all the time. Other people tell me they smell stuff, and meanwhile Spot's standing in front of the stove, in front of the pot.
Broken nose. Yeah, no, I could smell it like half an hour ago.
Also, I want you to know, as I was deboning and shredding the chicken, just
Chicken for the bag, chicken for the spud, chicken for the bag, chicken for the
a lot
spud.
of it was like meat, which is my favorite.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Because like most of the breasts were demolished. It was just like wing meat left and like the underside. To be fair, we did a pretty good number on the chicken. But I was also tired of just having like bodies just in the fridge. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep on them because like
Had Dad been picking at the second one?
I have them.
Mm.
I made chicken salad the other night.
Mm. Oh, ad break incoming. Right, I knew you made the chicken and gravy.
I have been.
See, Dad didn't know if you had gotten into the second one yet or
Okay,
not.
'cause I didn't realize that the other one was for, like in the drawer.
Mm.
So I was just like, oh, okay. But I was like, both okay. And then I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just consolidate and just debone it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I did throw out the skin though.
It's fine. I didn't like how it was cooked.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's not even that. It was barbecue sauce slathered, so I couldn't eat it because it made my mouth swell up because of Dad's seasonings. I haven't noticed a reaction yet, so it's probably minute enough. Not enough oil to activate it. Only half a cup.
It was supposed to be a quarter cup.
In this household?
Well, look, usually I guesstimate anyway.
It's soup!
That's exactly it. I look at the ingredients in the basic instructions and go, okay, I got it. And I haven't been wrong yet.
Is soup, bestie? Yeah. It's very tasty. Also, do I hear Dad or is it just windy? Well, that's what I was trying to figure out because I can only hear part of it. Gotcha.
No, I've been hearing it too.
Shake magic fireball, Nula! I was telling Jody and I think Andrea earlier about how like you can shake modern Furbies, and I think it's so funny.
They think their audience was just violent children.
I just love them. Just yeah, shake the Furby. Shake, shake, shake the Furby. Shake it all the time. Instead of Sonora, Furby. Sepurba! Yeah. Also, I hatched a shiny Smoochum. It's like pale peach. It's better than Jinx. I will. You go enjoy yours. Love you. Thank you. Time to draw a bunch of chain links. Oop, Aster's having feelings. Oh, I've had a terribly cursed idea I must do. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not good at drawing Sonic characters, but for the bit. God, I don't know how to draw fucking Sonic characters. Good luck. Love you. Sometimes you just have to be a shithead. Those are his hooves. I'm drawing like without a reference to. I'm just like, I have a basic understanding of a Sonic. I'm also drawing without a reference of his Sona. I'm just kind of, how have I drawn this shithead before? And going from there. I know he has 3 fingers. It's fucking windy out. Oh, zoomy time. To the land of the lost and lonely, don't be afraid, we'll be one big family of freaks like you.
I'm a superstar, my love is funny, honey. Have you seen my car? I know a lot of people. I'm a superstar, everybody knows.
Why did her flower change? Did I change the side of her flower? Oh my fucking god, I can't believe I did that. Oh my god, did I really do that? I totally did. I changed the side that Mion's flower was on. Between pages. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I hope no one notices the inconsistency. Fuck.
Like a big love it when you say my name. Love to party, I am not.
Muscles I mustard. Alright. Well, for consistency's sake, I am gonna. We're just gonna say her flower's on this side now. She's a ghost. Maybe she moved it. There's a couple Toy Box songs, I believe, on this playlist. E.T. is on here too, because I have a really funny idea for an E.T. video using Babbitt and Shrimp. Really good. If the devil in distress was living life. Yeah, I had the funniest idea for a little animation of like Shrimp Babbitt causing the ship to crash because she chews wires, and then Shrimp having to chase her down, and then Shrimp gets captured by like a science facility. So Babbitt goes and like chews more wires, but gets her out. Frees her. For flavor. Why did I have to draw the stupid gate? I don't want to draw the gate, but I gotta draw the gate because they have to go over the gate, and it's such a dumb spot. I love I told myself I wasn't gonna re-sketch this whole page, and yet I've pretty much just re-sketched the whole page.
Animal Crossing and Animal all that I need. If you're down with that, then I'm down to meet you. Animal Crossing and alcohol are all that I need.
It's always so funny when I draw Rue when he's younger because his hair covers his eyes. For the most part. Because he was angry with his father, so he was always covering his eyes. But then he started not covering them because he realized it made his dad angrier, and it was funnier that way. The song is Rue to Eclipse. Wanna go on walks with you.
Ooh! Exciting!
Dum dee, dum dee dee da dee. My name E.T. Dum dee dee da dee dum dee. Dum dee dee da dee. My name E.T.
E.T. is an alien and he is kinda spacey. Coming from the universe to party and go crazy.
Do it. May it bring you good luck on the Furby quest. I hope you'll be able to obtain Furby and join me in the madness, bestie.
There's a party in your town.
Have fun. I'm gonna keep working on this Mad Lad.
Kinda spacey, coming from the universe of party and amazing. E.T. is an alien and he is kinda spacey. Party and go crazy.
Do it, do it. Wear that werewolf drip. Give it the Furby energy.
E.T. E.T. Do you wanna go party? E.T. is an alien and he is kinda spacey, coming from the universe to party and go crazy.
Oh, look how tasty the line art's looking on that. Love that shit.
Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on, I love it when you call my name. The leaves blow, watching your own, I love it when you look my way. You strawberry blonde, fields rolling on, I love it when you call my name.
Might actually end stream soon so I can eat my soup properly. Because I want to eat it while it's still warm. Plus, I did finish one of my pages, which was what my main goal was.
so hard to understand it.
What the hell? The only problem is that he's on a screen. He's the man of my dreams and in my head. And it all went down. Little picket fence and a house and 3 dogs. Stupid. My mind is not grasping that he's on paper. Hold my breath and count to 10. Why do I always fall for fictional men? My heart in my mind won't seem to align, 'cause I'm feeling real things for a fake ass guy. Way too old to play pretend, but I always fall for fictional men. My heart in my mind won't seem to align, 'cause I'm falling in love with a fictional guy. The actor's cute, but he's like 33. I guess that's only 10 years older than me, give or take. It's dumb. Oh, it's just quarantine. I'm to be completely honest, 2020's killing me. Come on, kid. I know it kinda sucks. We get it, you've been alone for like 6 months. But if he's not real, face the facts. This is a coping mechanism. Clean up your act. No, my breath and count to 10. Why do I always fall for fictional men? My heart in my mind seem to align, 'cause I feel real things for a fake ass guy. They pretend, but do I always fall for fictional men? My heart in my mind won't seem to align. I feel in love with a fictional guy. Hold my breath and count to 10. Why do I always fall for fictional men? My seem to align. Falling real things for a fake ass guy. Way too old to play pretend, but I always fictional man. In love with a fictional guy. Oh, brother of mine, it's been a long, long time. I in your face, in your eyes. It's not at home. Oh, the line art came out so nice on that. That being said, I am going to cut stream here because I want to eat my food. And I think Cool should still be streaming. Let me see. We're going to go ahead and wait Cool. Yeah. Cool is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So we gonna raid Cool because he's awesome like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Here we go. I'm on this boat, young like fantasy. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.